I made over $10,000 this morning after starting the day over 2. And in today's video, I'm going to break down my exact strategy that keeps my losses small and my wins big. And all I ask from you is these three things. Is if you get value from this video, is you tap in and hit that subscribe button. You get registered for my 3-day free masterclass on October 6th, where I'm going to break down my entire strategy for 3 days straight and send you off a completely different and confident trader. And please pay attention and take notes. Spending your time is the most valuable and expensive thing you can spend. So please, when you watch these, all I ask is you get value, you take notes, and you walk away a better trader every single video. So all that being said, let's dive in. Now, my strategy is predicated on two things: VPA and key levels. Now, by VPA, I mean volume price analysis. I watch candlesticks and I watch volume. There's 4 key levels that I want to mark out every single morning. If you follow my trading, you know these very well. I want to mark out our first 5-minute or 15-minute high, our first 15-minute low. Then I also want to mark out our pre-market high, and I want to mark out our pre-market low. I like to color code these blue, not to get them confused. Now, when we look at these levels, they tell us a story every single day. Whether they're scattered like this, whether they're stacked on top of each other, or whether they're completely far apart or very, very close in, they tell us a story each and every day, which I will be going over in depth in my 3-day masterclass, which the link is below. Now, in today's scenario, I always want to wait for the trend-setting candle to the downside. And I want to say this too, I forgot to mention earlier. I made $11,500 today, but only $1,000 of that was real money. I like to keep my gains posts to real money. If I get a payout, like I did a few days ago, $4,000 from TopStep, I'll post the payouts. But I think it is hysterical that a lot of these mentors are consistently posting $20,000 day and it's all evals or it's all fundeds. None of that money matters until you get paid out. So I wanted to show you guys, for the sake of the video, what made me $11,000 today. But if I can make a few $1,000s in real money, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a day in real money, make 4, 5, 10, 20K in payouts a month, that's money to me. That is freedom to me. And most mentors can't show you a single payout. I've shown you multiple, and I will keep showing you them over and over because this strategy works. Now back to it. We want to watch first, if we're going to break below the 15-minute high or low, for the trend-setting candle. Now, what I want you to understand about the trend-setting candle is you must have volume confirmation. If you wait for volume confirmation on any sort of trade or trend catch or reversal, your win rate will go up significantly. We see that multiple times throughout today. So let's start with my first loss of the day. We see the trend-setting candle. We see the fair value gap made, slightly higher volume on this trend-setting candle. So as we move up here, on this wick back down, I enter the shorts. I keep my stops above this trend-setting candle at 835. We move a little down. We get 10 to 15 points. Not enough for me to trim. And then I get stopped out to trade 1. So I start the day red. Second trade, we get a small test up here. Move back down. I try the shorts in here. We get a little move down. This wick back up. I don't like the setup, so I cut it at break even. Technically speaking, it was red, but it was only a few points red. So I guess we'll still call it red, over 2. Now, where my money bag trade comes in is very shortly after. We get this aggressive red candle to the downside, okay? We're continuing to move down. So on this pop back up here to around this 800 area in this zone, I try one more. I try the shorts in here. I keep my stops above the trend-setting candle, above this 15-minute high. And I catch an aggressive move to the downside, catching almost all of this move. I end up leaving a lot of this on the table, but I catch a beautiful move to the downside on that third attempt. Now, what do you learn from this? We break structure to the downside. We fail again above the 15-minute low. We're wanting to target new lows down here. We're finally breaking down this 800 level, and we end up getting an aggressive push down, and exactly what I wanted to see. Now, if I would have kept trying to flip-flop, going long, going short, going long, I would have burned myself up in this zone. but I wait, I stay patient, I lose my first trade, I break even, technically lose the second, and then I catch a bag on the third. That is how I trade. Now, a lot of people say, oh, you're just trading the orb. Well, it's not that simple. I don't just trade the orb, right? I catch trend entries, I watch for hourly supply and demand zones, and most importantly, guys, I watch price action. I stay disciplined. I stay patient. If you watch me trade every day, you know this. You tune into my live streams and you just naturally become more patient and disciplined because that's what I do every single day. You can't trade like Jdun if you're out nuking trades, taking 5, 10, 15 trades a day. That's not how I trade, bro. I trade in a way that keeps my win rate high, keeps my losses minimal. I know my risk on every trade, and it gets me paid nearly every single day. You guys saw the $10,000. You guys saw the payout. You've seen me make thousands of dollars of real money every single day. I want you guys to put a very strong and hard emphasis on discipline and focus in your trading. This is a business. This is not gambling. This is not a hobby. This is not playtime. If you can consistently manage your risk on each trade and see and visualize your risk on every trade that you take or you think about taking, that is what's going to get you payouts, and that's what's going to make you profitable long-term, whether it's on NQ, QQQ, SPY, individual names, whatever it is. It's all the same concept. You find where you have an edge in each trade. You focus on capitalizing on that edge and executing with precision. You do those things, you're going to be in a lot better spot tomorrow than you were today, as soon as tomorrow. This week, the week after, you can change your trading effective today. It doesn't take months, it doesn't take years. You make a choice. That's why I always say discipline over dopamine is you make a choice every day of whether you want to keep repeating the same mistakes over and over, or if you are ready to make a significant change and bring freedom and profitability into your life. That's what I want you to chew on tonight when you go to bed. You need to wake up tomorrow and become a better trader. You choose to be a better trader. You choose to follow your rules. You choose to stay patient. You choose to focus. You choose to wait the first 15 minutes to trade. You choose to wait for volume confirmation. You choose to mark out your key levels. All those things matter. You do those things, you are going to see so much more success in your trading, bro. I promise. So that's the mission and that's the homework for you guys. Sign up for the 3 free-day masterclass. Take notes on this video. Watch it again if you have to. And really focus on dialing in your process effective tomorrow. Trade smart, trade safe. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate y'all hitting that subscribe button. Let's learn and level up together. God bless. Peace.